Lindsay Lohan is only one mugshot closer to a coffee table book. I'm Hyla in Hollywood for the Daily Buzz on CELEBUZZ.com. Early this morning, Lindsay was arrested in New York after being involved in an altercation at a club. Lindsay allegedly punched 28-year-old Tiffany Eve Mitchell on the side of her face. And now we're just learning that today Lindsay will be charged with 3 more crimes in conjunction with her auto accident in Santa Monica last June. Joining me with all the details is former criminal prosecutor Lonnie Coombs and senior news editor from Life and Style Weekly, Jordy Lippy. Lonnie, let me start with you. What are these latest developments about these other charges that are coming down today?
Well, these have been rumored about for a while. In June, Lindsay crashed a rented Porsche into the back of an 18-wheeler on PCH in Malibu. And at the time, she said she wasn't driving, her assistant was. Well, now it's coming out that she actually was the driver, and apparently she's going to be charged with not 1, but 3 charges of resisting or obstructing justice, lying to a police officer, and reckless driving, all out of that one incident.
So basically what you're telling me is she could possibly be charged in one day on 2 separate coasts. That's not normal, is it?
No, but with Lindsay, nothing is normal because she has this other altercation over in New York, and that still is up in the air whether the charges will be filed or not. She was arrested, and she was released in order to come back at a future date. Okay, so even though we have the punching going down at the club early this morning, her more pressing matter is this thing happening here in California. Obviously, the big question is, how does this affect her probation? It's my understanding that if she breaks probation, gets in trouble, she goes straight to jail. Well, that's not quite correct. On a probation violation where she is ordered to obey all laws. So if she gets filed on with some charges, that could clearly violate her probation. But the judge has options. The judge can send her back to jail. The judge can just add more conditions to her probation, or the judge can extend her probation for a longer period of time, or a combination. So any of those things could happen on the probation violation alone. That's not even considering all the new charges. Now, normally what happens here? Does someone like Lindsay, because she's had so much drama, is the judge going to show her some love and say, hey, get your act together, I won't put you in jail? What is the usual here? Well, there is really no usual. It depends on how serious the new charges are and how well the attorney comes in and argues the case. But Lindsay has a history of not doing well on probation. So at this point, the judge may just say, hey, you know what? We're done. I'm just going to send you to jail for the rest of your time, and you'll be done with this charge, and you can move on to all your new cases. Okay, Jordy, I want to go to you now. I'm going to ask a very obvious question. It's been asked a million times before, but it needs to be asked again. Why is this girl in a club?
I feel like that's the question everyone is asking. And I actually sat down with Lindsay a little bit over a year ago while she was still on house arrest. And she told me that she was fully on track to get her life on track, and that she wasn't going to bring any more drama in her life, that she wanted to work, she wanted to be taken seriously as an actress. But when I asked her if we would never see her in a nightclub again, she said, well, I never say never.
Oh, wow. And here are the results. Now, by the time the police arrived, she was already gone, right?
Correct. And she was in a car with her friends, and the police actually intercepted the car, is what we're hearing. And they handcuffed her there on the scene. And apparently she was going on and on saying, I can't believe this is happening. Why are you doing this to me?
Do we know anything about the girl that she punched? Is this just a random person? Do they have any history together? Is this someone, you know, just trying to get a payday from Lindsay, like that guy who she ran the foot over a couple weeks ago?
Well, the details are still coming out about Tiffany, but the little bit that we've heard is that inside the club, apparently Lindsay was saying things like she was getting this girl was getting too close to her, and some time went by, and then Lindsay punched this girl. So we don't know the exact details of what's going on, but I'm sure more and more will come out over the course of the day.
Lonnie, Jordy, guys, thank you both for coming on. I really appreciate it. Let us know what you think about this story. Use the hashtag #TheDailyBuzz. And for the biggest stories breaking right now, head on over to CELEBUZZ.com.